Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, I thought we'd go ahead and talk about the latest support cards that came out and whether or not should you pull for them. Just to kind of give you the short answer here real quick is I do not believe you should pull on this banner. But let's go ahead and just take a look into them first and everything, and then I'll kind of give you my reasoning after that. But this is the banner that just came out yesterday. Just know that Kita-san Black is still available at this point in time until August 1st. That's one of the reasons why you shouldn't pull on it, is if you don't have that MLB at this point, just throw them into that banner instead, trying to get some extra copies there instead of going for that card. And so when we look at it, the one nice thing with this banner is it does show we are getting the new updated rates that they gave to Japan after the Kita-san Black banner. So it is a 0.75% chance to get a copy of her. And so the Yukino Bijin card here, so it is an SSR mixed with an SR, and the SR is a higher rate up. So this is one nice thing with the SR is it's a 2.25% chance on that one when you get it. So a very high chance of getting lots of copies of this SR as you're doing your polling. And so when you look at this card, this one is an power card. And when you look at what you have friendship bonus, race bonus, fan bonus, mood effect, initial friendship gauge, specialty priority, initial power, hint levels, hint frequency, and power bonus. Now, this is the one where you're going to start needing dupes at this point with the level 30 and 45. But being an SR, if you were to pull on this banner, especially heavily, you should be able to hopefully uncap it. And as you can kind of see, special priority makes it where it's going to be easier to get her onto the power banner, or the power one, which is pretty good. One of the negatives I have found so far at this current point for power cards is I get a lot of my power through my speed cards, especially with Kita-san Black. I'm constantly hitting speed, and then dependent on the style race or Uma I'm doing will kind of dictate where I go from there, whether I want to do a lot of stamina hits or not versus power. Got some hint levels, lots of big fan bonus on the 20%. While fans are nice, they're not very important in terms of building your parents and all that. They're really, like, you do need them for getting the alt and stuff up, but other than that, you can get that without having too much bonus there. So nothing crazy there. Kind of same with race bonus, initial friendship gauge, initial power, and power bonus. So nice little effect for power, mood effect, and friendship bonus. But the big thing I'm really kind of looking at this point on them is the hints here. So you have standard distance and firm conditions, which is quite nice in terms of that. When it comes to building my Umas, these might be ones that are very easy to get sparks, but there's a lot of other opportunities to get those ones through sparks. There's the race sparks and all that. The Hanshin race course, we actually won't have, looking at Champions Meeting, we won't even have that one as being one of the races for quite a while if we follow the Japanese version. And none of these ones are really hard to get anywhere else. And when it comes to career events here, straightaway adept and acceleration, you see these all over the place. So these would be mostly for kind of making them more discounted. Most of my cards seem to have some combination of them have that. So nothing crazy on this card. I mean, it is an SR, depending on what you're needing. It could be useful, but ultimately you're going to make your decision on pulling on one of these for the SSR, which this one is a wit card. We just got a really good wit card that was a complete free card out of this event that you're using. And we do have a really good one coming up. Not too soon, but down the line that you should be able to save up for, which you don't need a lot of dupes for to get maximum advantage of, which is the nice nature card, which kind of reduces the value of this one. And then when you look at this, you're going to have friendship bonus, mood effect, wit recovery, initial friend gauge, hint levels. So all the way up to basically wit bonus. You won't have if you don't get the uncaps, because you only take it at level 30. So wit bonus and initial wit are the two that come after it, which are kind of big ones on that. But let's see when you max it out here. So special priority at 35, which makes it more likely to land on wit. I actually, for the wit side of things, like them to be more roaming in the first place so that they can like land on power and speed more often. And then hint frequency, so decent amount of hints, level 2 hints. Decent on the friendship gauge, initial wit. So a lot of stuff for wit in here. A large mood bonus, and then you have friendship bonus. So getting people leveled up there, but nothing too crazy. When it comes to the skills, there's not much there. That's a big one on a lot of the wit cards. You got Winter Runner and Nakayama Race Course, Steadfast and Medium Corners. All these can be easily gotten in other places depending on when you're doing your parent building and all that. So nothing crazy. There's really not that many. So then the big one is this no stopping me gold here. Increases maneuverability when the way ahead is blocked in last spurt. We can actually take a look at the details here on the website in a second on that. And from what I've read on this, this is a skill that got buffed later on. So right now the card's really bad. And they actually buffed this card later down the road, which makes it another worse to get at this point. But that's not, even if it was good, there's more reasons to skip this banner anyway with everything that it has on it here. And so if I actually pull up the website here, and this is going to take a second. Let's see. Okay, so I have all of the historic banners here. All right, so I now have up all the historic banners here. So we are at the bottom when the game launched. And so we just got Kita-san Black. So this is the current banner that just came out. And so the next big one, the one that I've talked about and a lot of other people are going to talk about when it comes to support cards coming out in the future, there's two kind of banners. There's the one that's two banners after this one, which is the one that has Super Creek on it. If you're in my situation where you're wanting to get some more SRs, you have your MLB Kita-san Black, that's going to be the next big banner to pull on. Now, if you're close to a guarantee, like you almost have 200 pulls, but not enough to get the 200 on Kita-san Black, you might want to wait to Super Creek because you might save up enough by then. Right now, I mean, you can just pull on Kita-san Black instead of this one. So that's one thing, is you have Super Creek coming up very quickly that can be one to dump on to try and get more SRs over time. But then when it comes to Wit cards, this one's actually a decent ways away, and you will have time to save up for it. But that's going to be the nice nature card. And this one is going to be a really good card that is your Wit, that pairs really well alongside not only the one that we just got for free as the welfare card, but also your fine emotion if you have it from rerolls and all that. And this one is, unlike the current one we have here, it is front-loaded versus back-loaded, meaning you do not need the dupes to get advantage of everything. On this one, the bottom level, so the level 45 is race bonus and fan bonus. That's where you're wanting to get the max dupes, where if you take it up to here, you need 3 dupes to unlock race bonus and fan bonus. I don't really care about that. If you go with only 1 copy, which is level 30 here, you're pretty much getting everything you want here except the whip bonus. If you hit the 1 dupe, you get that whip bonus of 1. And guess what? Even at max dupes, that whip bonus doesn't go up at all. And when you go down to 1, everything down here, if you look at the stats, they barely change going up to here. So this is a very cheap, low investment card. You only really, to get the full value, 1 dupe of it. Versus this one, which is coming out here. Yukino Flower. As you look down here, speed bonus. All right. That's not the wrong one. What am I looking at? Yukino Flower is the SR currently on it. Yeah, that's the SR. I mean, Yukino Bijin. Looking at the sneaking wrong one now. Okay, so the wit bonus and initial wit, which are good stats, are tied to. So you will get the wit bonus at 1 dupe, but the initial wit's pretty nice there. But at this, as you can see, with 1 dupe, you're really not pressing up. These like have a decent amounts of jumps up on the extra dupes. And they're not as good. And then when you look at the skills, like I said, the skills aren't as good. And the no stopping me skill, from I've been told, gets buffed. It's really weak right now. You're kind of looking at the details of it. Lasts for 3 seconds. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not anything crazy that's game changing. And so that makes it pretty easy to skip at this point. And not only is it the Super Creek that's coming up, but the other thing that I think a lot of people need to start thinking about if you haven't pulled for any of them yet is starting to look at getting some Umas. Because after Kita-san Black, you should have fleshed out your support cards right there. And I think between now and either the Super Creek banner, if you have tons of pulls still for some reason, or the nice nature card, this is the time to find an Uma or some Umas that you want to pull on. Not only so you can get 3 stars in some of your the 1 and 2 star ones, so you can unlock the ability to transfer their alts through inheritance. But also just kind of fleshing out how many Umas you have, or one, covering all of the modes in team trials, and some that are going to be better for using in Champions Meeting when they come out. And it's like some of the big ones that are coming out here, which after Curran, is going to be Narita Taishin, who's got a really good built-in skills on her to pick up. And so there's a lot of stuff coming up that's very big. You have that one, you have Seiyun Sky, Summerun Zensky, or you could just have a favorite mixed in there that you want to pull. And so I think after Kita-san Black, you should be sitting good on support cards. There's nothing crazy with this one, which to me makes it an easy skip at this point. But that's my thoughts on it. That's the meta choice. If for some reason, if you're a heavy spender and you just want to pull, you maxed out your Kita-san Black and you still want to get some more SRs, or you want to max this one out, go ahead and whale out on it. I mean, it's your money at that point. But if you're a free-to-play or a very low spender, it is a very easy skip at this point. There's still a lot of stuff. If you're someone that likes to pull a lot, you have opportunities coming very soon, so don't worry about it. You're going to have some opportunities to pull, whether it's for an Uma, or you're going to pull on the Super Creek banner, or you're going to pull on Seiyun Sky, Summerun Zensky, or Nice Nature. And so for now, that one is a skip. That's my thoughts on it. And if you like my content, if you can like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.